This Halloween episode of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, Cashfly.com, and Nestle's Razor Crunch.
For those punk-ass kids you don't like down the street.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation episode number 69. Yes, 69. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation covers some of the weekly top stories of the social news website Digg.com. That's Digg.com.
Yes, and if you're listening to it on your iPod and watching it on your computer, you're doing both.
Right.
We're here in San Francisco.
Right. We had to make one joke. There had to be something.
Anything.
It was like,
it was much less vulgar than my initial attempt.
It's not as fun as when you're younger. You know, it seems like a crazy thing.
What?
No, I'm not gonna go there. Anyway,
I think my mic just popped.
You got it?
Yeah. 2 seconds.
Is that really loud?
No. Yeah, it's like.
Sorry about that. All right, so
now we're back, and yes, I agree with you. Younger, it makes it more inciting. This is a very interesting beginning. We've had a little bit to drink.
Yep, Newcastle.
Newcastle. We're drinking Newcastle, the one and only, imported from England.
You know, I was kind of disappointed when I went to Newcastle, but we've talked about this before. I forget that we've said most of our beer stories on Diggnation.
I had a beer last night that just fucked me up. I don't know what it was.
What'd you have?
I don't know.
You just random beer at a bar?
No, I was at this bar that had like Chimay, like a whole big long
Dude,
list.
I did that last night
so
too.
I was like, I'll have a Chimay. And I was like, ooh, this is great. And I was like, I love it. And I went back and I was like, I want something different than a Chimay. And she was like, well, do you like the Chimay? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, you should try it, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that sounds really fun. And she was like, yes, blah, 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 it's very good.
And another Belgian ale, little...
It wasn't, I don't know.
Was it sweet?
Oh. It was, yes, you know what? It was a Belgian ale.
Like that Maudite stuff?
No, it wasn't. Well, it's Quebecian. But it was, she said that it's
Duvel.
like, no, not Duvel or Duvel. She said that Chimay and Ced beer were like the Michelob and Budweiser in
Of Belgium. I always figured that, because they're everywhere now. Chimay used to be like, you couldn't find it anywhere.
I had never heard of it until we met, and you were like, oh my god, they have Chimay. And I was like, what the fuck?
And now it's everywhere. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it's good that they use the goblets.
Yeah.
I have to say, I like Newcastle.
It's a good staple.
I like
It's one of those things where if you're at the store and you just want something good and kind of tasty and refreshing, that's what it is.
It's well known for that Newcastle brown ale is full of flavor, remarkably smooth, well less known that the birthplace of the legendary English beer owes its name to William the Conqueror's son, Robert, builder of the Newcastle of 1080.
I went there, and it's pretty much a little industrial town.
I remember you said, and then all the people from Newcastle were like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know, they were pretty pissed. We got some emails.
They were also leprechauns, clearly. Yes. So, first story, the boy with the incredible brain. 1,829 people dug this story, submitted by Zlaw. This is an amazing video with a person who looks at the world in an incredibly different way than normal people do.
Right.
I actually saw this on, I think it was like Discovery Science. The actual, I mean, of course, it's a YouTube clip now, but before it was a YouTube clip, it was an actual television show. And it's really great. It's this this guy who, his brain is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
It works in a way that, like, when he hears a number, somebody says, 27, he immediately sees an image in his head.
Right.
And it is not an image of the number 27.
He said he could...
He instantly sees 27 in his head.
No, I guess I watched this too, because the second I saw it on Digg, I was like, I gotta check this shit out. And it was like he sees some 1,800 different shades of colors, or kind of like he'll see like the number 9 will be like a big frightening kind of figure.
Ogre bear.
Yeah. And he said like if he sees like an absence of a color, it's kind of like 0, so like there's nothing there. And
yeah.
You think to yourself like,
this guy's stupid. What the hell's this guy's problem?
No, but he's awesome because he can recite like, you know.
He did pi to like the 10,000th digit
That's
from memory.
insane. Right, but
from memory.
But I couldn't even remember that many colors. Like, how do you remember that many colors?
I didn't even realize that was a number.
But I guess it's like looking at a picture.
Yeah, it's like looking at a picture.
Do you know what I mean? Because you can remember what a picture looks like, right? You're like, oh, I was sitting on this, you know, blah, blah, you know.
Well, when you're looking at the picture.
But you can still remember it in your head. Think of a picture that you've shot. There's a picture of you and I doing like the little freaking, what's that? Remember that one? You can't remember that. Okay, so it wouldn't work
Remember the picture
with
of you and I? I don't remember what we were doing, but it was like, you remember that one?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, to him,
No, I totally.
he just thinks about a picture and that's the numbers.
Like that picture where we're smoking the cigars in Tennessee. Remember that one?
That's pi to him.
That is pi to him?
Well, he sees a picture like that, and then he's like...
I was like, that's a weird saying. Well, it's all fucking pi to him. It's like, what?
Well, clearly there's something wrong, but it's cool that he can actually... No, it's cool that
Clearly he has some brain problems.
No, it's cool that he can actually talk, though, because most of these people... Hear me out, dude. Don't start laughing right away.
I just love it. It's like, well, his brain's all fucked up, but he can talk, so that's good.
Did you see the end of it where they actually took you to he got to meet another guy like him?
Yeah, the guy from...
The Rain Man character.
The Rain Man character.
Based on Rain Man, yeah.
Yeah, and he was
that
like...
dude's a trip.
Dude, that dude is a trip.
Because he can read two sides of a page at the same time. So like if he's reading a book, he opens a book up, the left eye locks on the left side, the right eye locks on the right side, and he reads them simultaneously. And it takes him 30 seconds per page to read an entire freaking page. The dude can remember like anything. The dude was like, he basically said to me, he's like, so, you know, what day was it when, you know, I was 7? And he's like, it was a Wednesday, you know, the sky was 56 degrees in LA. And you're just like, how the fuck? Dude, you look it up and it's true.
Dude, did you see the other guy? This is part, I don't know if it was in the YouTube clip, but the guy got struck by lightning.
No.
And ever since he was struck by lightning, he can remember the weather on the day that you tell him, up until, like, back till the day he got hit by lightning.
That's not that impressive.
No, and even he was like, dude, who gives a shit? Like, I got all I'm amazing. I can do one stupid thing that nobody cares about. Like, what was the weather like in, you know,
but does it,
in 1987
Yeah, but is it going
Friday
forward? Is it going...
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. He's not fucking predicting the weather. He's not like, on Tuesday it will be raining.
That's not what I'm talking about. Hold on. No, what I'm talking about is, when he got struck with lightning, could he remember everything in the past? Or was it from that day forward?
That day forward.
Oh, because that would have been fucking trippy. Because if it was everything in the past...
He was like, I remember Friday, the day I was born.
No, do you know what I mean, though? That would have been a trip. Because then that means that your mind is storing it. Dude, tell me about deja vu, how that works.
Deja vu's awesome. What was it? What did I say about deja vu?
How it writes it first, but then your mind reads it later?
Yes, I was saying that deja vu...
Alex has a theory on deja vu.
No, it was a lie, but it worked. It was funny. I got you. Fucking got
well,
you.
Dude, I was like, you're like, I saw on the sign.
I was like, oh, dude, I was like, dude, you know deja vu? I was like, it's that when you're in the like senses are processing the data to your memory before your prefrontal lobe can process it as the real time, so that it feels like it's a memory when you're seeing it.
How was I not supposed to believe that? I was like, oh shit, where'd you see that on?
I do that all the time.
You're just screwing around me. Anyway,
I sometimes do that.
we got way off topic. What was the story about originally? Oh, they do the
the boy with the brain.
Right. That's cool for him.
Dude, it's great for him. Are you kidding me? I don't know about the chicks, but with one of the other things that's really great about this guy, well, whatever. I mean, you know, reasonably good, is he can learn any language in like 5 days.
Really?
He can speak it fluently in 5 days.
That's freaking awesome.
So they brought him out to like, I think it was like Iceland, something where they spoke natively the universally known most difficult language to learn, like just super freaking complicated. And so he went to class for 5 days, and then he went on live Icelandic television, and they talked to him. They interviewed him in Icelandic. And when it first started, he was sort of like, and then he did like, he fucking spoke all this stuff. He was like, yes, I mean, of course, in Icelandic. He wasn't
Dude,
like,
don't even try
yes, I understand. I can't remember what he said, but he said something like, yes, Icelandic is very difficult, but I've learned that it makes me seem cooler. He said something really funny, and then people laughed. It was like, holy shit, he's making jokes in Icelandic or Icelish. I don't know what it's called.
It's more like a Slurpee of languages.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Slush puppy.
That's
What are you Slurpee, slush puppy, or icy?
By far. Oh,
I know.
tough.
That's like,
I'm
God
gonna
exist
say-
or not.
I'm gonna say Slurpee, just because it was a 7-Eleven staple. It was good, You
Yeah.
can still get the straight up cherry.
Dude, did I tell you? Do you remember? I went to that dude ranch.
Yes.
Not Alice Hall, but the other dude ranch that I went to up like right past Yosemite or whatever. One of the wranglers there used to work for this weird, company that did like all this like marketing, whatever, blah blah blah. Dude invented the Slurpee.
No.
Swear to frickin' God.
He's got to be mented.
He's like an 85-year-old cowboy guy. And he's like, yeah, well, I was working and we thought it would be fun to do a slushy drink with a little bit of
Shut
sugar.
up. Are you
Swear
serious?
to God. And I was like, no. And he's like, yep. He was like, well, you can't make that shit up. He's like, I invented the Slurpee.
Dude, that's awesome,
That's what
man.
I did.
That's
Dude,
great.
how freaking weird is that?
It's weird. I wouldn't have thought a cowboy did it, but
I wouldn't have really...
Yep. Anyway, next story number 2 of the day. Firefox 2 officially released. 5,778 people dug this story, submitted by S. Garrity. The Mozilla.com website has been updated with download links, press releases, and a post from the Mozilla CEO Michael Baker about the official release of Firefox 2. Well done, everyone. This is really cool. Well, congrats to Firefox.
Dude, Firefox has been around for a while.
Oh, dude, so IE7 came out, right?
Yeah.
Did you install it?
No.
I installed it.
You did? What is it like?
It's shit. It's crap. It's so funny.
I didn't even know it came out.
Well, dude, they're locking the toolbars in really weird places, and it's just like, we're trying to be different. We'll move this over here and put this down in the corner, and you're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, the tabs feel so janky. It still feels... Internet Explorer feels very thin to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like...
You just made a statement that it made no sense. IE always feels very strawberry. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Just fairies.
No,
That's how it feels to me.
No, what I'm saying is like
what?
it's like very
Thin?
like clickety. Like the click sounds like it's like very like
clickety?
cheap. Do you know what I mean?
Cheap. Yeah, I get cheap.
Do you see what I'm saying
Yeah.
though, right? I don't know.
Feels cheap?
I was using the different windows and the different
well, what's the
tabs.
thing that
it does tabs now, and they have
Well,
some
okay, does it
security,
do anything that Firefox
anti-phishing
doesn't
stuff.
do?
No, and the new skin for Firefox 2 is awesome. Look at this, the new skin. Look how clean that is. And the tab structure is really cool. If you get
cool.
if you get too many tabs, watch what happens when you get too many tabs here. It creates this left and right, so you can go to the left here and see your tabs, or go to the right
cool.
and see your tabs.
That's smart.
It has anti-phishing stuff built in now, so it checks Google or their list for known phishing sites. So if you're like on something that looks like PayPal, but really isn't PayPal, it'll like let you know that, hey, this is a phishing site. So I think that's really good. Security enhancements, new engine, just they have the Google Suggest backend, so you can be like, Alex, and then watch, it'll start saying like, we suggest that you meant this, and say suggestions. Isn't that cool?
Why am I not the first one?
I don't know. You're not up there. Alex, there you go. Your first one, Alex A. You're the first under Alex Anderson.
Oh, is Alex Albright me as well? I hate that.
What about? Oh, dude, I need this page.
Oh, well then hit cancel.
All right. Anyway, congrats to Firefox.
Yeah.
Well done. And we all love your browser.
Okay, so those are some of the new functionalities. I gotta install this when I get back.
I mean, there's not a ton of new stuff. A lot of kind of under the behind the scenes stuff.
Under the scenes.
Under
so
the
to speak.
scenes. But it
says 2.0.
Yep. It's a universal
It changes
binary.
the about page to say 2.0. Pretty much that's the only change.
Pretty much. No, it's
I'm a
some
huge
nice
fan.
subtle.
We've
They
been-
have like session saver built in now.
Oh, that's nice.
You can drag tabs around, but I think you could do that 1.5.
Yeah.
They're starting to build in some of the cool kind of plugins that were in previous versions of Firefox.
Yeah, you can drag tabs around in 5.
Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, I was there. We were there when sort of Firefox really came out of the gate. I mean, when we were doing the screensavers, was when remember that like Get Firefox made the whole competition with Penny
Spread
Arcade?
Firefox.
Spread Firefox. Yeah. That was what the fuck is that thing? Is it a phone?
That's my phone vibrating.
Oh, it's Prager's vibrating
Is
phone.
it the thing right back there?
It's
Do you want
behind
to just
Joey.
grab that and just throw it on a pillow or throw it down somewhere
There you
that's
go.
not going to vibrate? Thank you.
It's
It was.
Oh, this is gonna be a disaster. To
Yeah,
Prager.
it's horrible.
Oh, nice
Good.
catch, Prager.
So anyway, yeah, it was really fun. It's nice to see something where, I mean, you know, IE was always built in, so it was sort of what you had to use, and I never loved it. I never hated it. I will say, I never hated it.
I had to convince you to use Firefox. You were so IE. You had the shirt and shit. I don't know, maybe you didn't have a shirt. It was somebody else.
Do they make shirts?
But you did have, you were a huge IE when I first met you.
I was well, because it was built in. And I was like, well, why would you add a browser when you have one built in?
No excuse.
And the moment I switched to Firefox, I never looked back. And I changed it on all my family's computers. You know how you do that when you're like, dude, you should have Firefox. And I'm like, what?
Oh, I know. I've been getting my parents to eventually, I hide the icon for my parents now. I go into Internet Explorer and I delete all of the Internet Explorer icons so they can't use it. Because they're so, it's like a thing where my dad's like, my parents call the icons like, not by their names. Like my parents wouldn't know what a browser was.
Right.
Like if I was like, launch a browser, they'd be like, I don't know what you mean.
Gotcha.
But I'm like, click the blue E. And they're like, oh, the blue E. And so now it's like, click the little fox. And they're like, they can't, you know, they don't understand that that's a fox wrapped around a globe. So I'm now, click the orange blue thing, you know?
Orange, blue globe that looks like a fox.
My mom calls MSN Messenger the blue man. Because the little blue man. She's like, oh, can we talk on Blue Man? And I'm just like,
that is awesome.
Do you get those calls where you have to deal with your parents' freaking computer problems?
I got them. Shit. I got them not much, but I got them when I installed DSL at my parents' house. And you know how sometimes DSL high speed. There are only two ways high speed internet access installs go: really fine and smooth, or the worst fucking days of your entire life, including maybe weeks, months.
Right.
They tried to get cable. They were like, oh yeah, cable. I mean, they have cable. They have high-def cable. It works. And they were like, yeah, somehow this doesn't work. We're going to have to rewire your house. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? So so I did get a lot of calls from there where I was like, it's not working right. But once
I'm glad it's not just me. Like, I was talking to my buddy.
Anytime you know anything about computers, you are the guy. I still get calls from, like, ex-girlfriends.
Oh, dude.
Who are like, oh, my computer's broken.
I was walking to my apartment the other day, and I was carrying a computer, like a big computer, in my house. And the guy's like, oh, you know about computers? And I'm like, no, just, you know, it's a friend's computer. Like, I'm like, dude, come on. You'll instantly be, like, the apartment freaking computer guy.
No. You don't want to be the IT department for the freaking tenants in your apartment.
No. Yeah, but it does happen to everybody. My mom, oh, goodness, man. She sent me an email saying my internet doesn't work. Dude, I called her up.
That is awesome.
I called her up. I'm like, Mom, you realize
sending me an email
means the internet works. And she's just like, well, it wasn't working at the time. And I'm like, how did you send me the email then? I'm just like, I can't take it. I can't take it, man. It kills me.
That is an awesome story. That's like somebody calling you and going, my phone doesn't work.
It's bad.
What happened? I don't know. It's just not working. I can't call anybody. Well, you called me.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what remote desktop is all about, and thankfully that has helped out a lot. So.
Yeah, my parents never got to that point where I needed to like say like, just back away from the computer. Let me do it. Okay, it's working. My parents were. I think both my parents are pretty.
And then they say, "Tell me what you did." I'm like, "I'm not telling you what I did. I just fixed the shit. Just like, keep working on."
Sprinkle sugar on the keyboard. That's all I did.
All right, let's keep going.
Really?
You have a follow-up story to the.
Yes,
Firefox.
I do, which is awesome. Microsoft sends congratulatory cake to Mozilla. 3,173 people dug the story submitted by Freed. Microsoft sent a congratulation cake for the upcoming Firefox 2 release to Mozilla. Nice.
I don't think this is cool.
This is so cool.
No,
Are you kidding me?
people in the comments were like, "That's good of Microsoft." It's like,
dude, no.
First off, the cake's black and white, like death.
Okay, but that's not why the cake was black and white.
Why didn't they make the logo why didn't they make it blue or colorful or put a nice little Firefox?
Because it was cheaper to do black and white.
You could do something fun.
So it says, congratulations on shipping. Love the IE team.
Love the IE team. Love? Dude, they're trying to freaking start shit with Firefox.
But they sent them a cake.
No, they're not being nice here. Look at the cake. Does that look like what you send to someone when they die? Does it not?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, I see. So you're saying we sent you a congratulatory morning cake.
Exactly. Dude, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know if it's all, I wonder if they hate each other. Probably not.
Well, who cares? I mean, they're all just engineers. They're like, whatever. Ours is better. Ours is better. I mean, it's like, you know, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. I'm sure if they were in a room together, they wouldn't start cat fighting.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It would be like...
I'd pay for see this one, that shit.
Yeah. I think Jobs would take Gates.
No way.
What?
Dude. Gates
Jobs is bigger.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you said the other way around.
I was like, what? How is this weird? I was like, Gates is like.
No, I thought you said the other way around.
No.
Yeah. Jobs would kick the shit out of Gates.
Well, what would happen was Jobs would start to kick the shit out of Gates, and then all of a sudden, the CIA would come in and kill Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Ballmer beat the shit out of everybody. Dude.
Ballmer beats the shit out of people. That's how it happened.
Ballmer threw chairs. About some Google shit. Did you ever read that?
Wasn't he like he's a big fucking dude?
He was a pro wrestler.
No, he was not. That would be awesome. He was the what was it? The IRS guy, the IRS agent. Who's that guy? You remember that back in the '80s?
Jimmy the Superfly Snuka?
No, he's close. He might have been one of his wrestlers.
I don't know.
No,
as far as tech geeks though, it's fun to think about this though. Like as far as tech geeks, I think Ballmer is the you know who would kick some ass would be the Oracle CEO.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because he's just a punk ass man. That dude's like, you know. What
yeah, but Ballmer's ginormous.
Oracle CEO, what's his name? Larry Ellison.
Yeah, Ballmer would just start swinging and being like all crazy and shit. And
I think Ballmer would pretty much.
Ballmer would be the guy. I think
he's the number one heavyweight.
I think so.
Trying to think.
Pretty soon there's gonna be DVDs that come out that'll say like business fights instead of bum fights. You know what I mean? It'll be like we just we made reservations for 2 CEOs at the same restaurant and then we threw stuff at them and said like, oh, it's Ballmer, and then videotaped it and sold the DVD.
Dvorak could kick some ass.
I've never met him. Is he big? He doesn't look all that big.
He's pretty big. He's pretty big. Who else? I don't know.
Who else? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how this came about, but I like the little. You know what? You know why I like this?
Why?
Because it's a cocky move.
It is.
No, but you know what I mean. This is what you would see. Like, let me pose it this way: if Mozilla sent IE this cake, you would be like, fuck yeah, Mozilla's my boys. They fucking, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Send that cake to those fuckers. You know what I mean? Right, but because it's IE going like, what's up? You want to bring it? Here's some bringing it. How about some cake? You know what I mean? Now you're like, oh, those fuckers, that's inconsiderate. That's blah, 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 blah.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Because if it was Mozilla doing that, we would have been like, woo, them's my boys. They fucking shit up. Right, they're stirring some shit.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
all right, fair enough.
So I kind of feel like, because I think it's great. I think the more the merrier.
It's cool. I mean? I'm curious as to how long it's going to be till the next Internet Explorer like iteration. Like, are we talking like another 4 or 5 years until they update the browser?
They may stop.
Yeah, probably will.
I'm serious. They may stop. I think it would be what would be wise, because I think Microsoft, it's hard, because Microsoft definitely makes decisions that are wrong, or I believe are wrong. But I think they make decisions that I think are right. Like, I think they're really doing the whole Xbox 360 thing correctly. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree with that.
So they have smart people. One of the things that may be a really smart move for them would be like, you know what? Let's just get rid of IE. Let's get rid of it. Let's pay Mozilla to be in our software.
Oh, they'll never do that.
They'll never do it, but wouldn't it blow you out of the water? Wouldn't you start to go, all right, so Microsoft maybe has some good ideas?
I just don't see why Microsoft doesn't do something like that. I mean, it's...
Well, because they want to be able to have IE be the IE, you know what I mean? Like, the other thing is that one of the things that Mozilla fights against, is that your mom would never install a browser. She'd buy a PC, but she would never install a browser. So they have her.
Right.
They have her.
And she is 90% of the people out there.
And she is 90% of the people out there.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why they have the market share, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly why it breaks down the way it does.
Yeah, totally. But I'm happy they sent him a cake. I think that's good for you. Good way to step up and say, fuck yeah, we're Microsoft. Here's a cake.
Next story. Image of a snowflake magnified to 300 UM.
I'm sorry?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck magnification's all about.
Fine.
Like, seriously.
Yes.
How many classes did you take?
In magnification?
Yeah.
0.
Exactly. All right.
I learned in magnification class today that UM means 2,200.
2,298 people dug the story submitted by Rainbow 101. This is a featured picture, which means the members of the community have identified it as one of the finest images of the English Wikipedia.
What?
Meaning it was a featured image within the Wikipedia. This is amazing. So this obviously is magnified so freaking huge. I've never seen a snowflake particle look like this.
The thing that is freaky about it looks like clay, doesn't it?
Well, you know what's freaky about it is it looks like shit that we can recognize. Like that's a column or like a. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some shit.
Yeah, no,
there.
that's the thing. It's hard. It's just like there's structural fucking shit under there. No, but I mean,
people,
you zoom in and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's a hexagon, and you're like, what?
In the podcast version, we sound like dumbasses, but in the video version,
we're
you know what we're talking
Mr.
about.
Science over here. We're like Dr. Dumbbell.
It looks like a dumbbell. Shit, it looks like a dumbbell, and it's got like it's got shit growing off the ends of it.
Yep. I think those are called microfibers. I don't know.
It is crazy though. It's crazy to think that that's underneath all that shit. I'm gonna shut up now. We sound such like dumbasses.
No, I love it.
Dude.
I know it's like
we totally do.
It's like two drunk guys explaining science. Like we got this like stuff, and when you look at it really close, it looks like other stuff, which is fucked up. I mean, that's exactly what we just did.
I know. It's sad.
But it does look very interesting. I'm surprised.
X-Wing or TIE Fighter.
TIE Fighter. It does look like a TIE Fighter.
It looks like a TIE Fighter. That's what's so freaky about it.
That's the one thing. It's not the hairs. It's that it looks like a TIE Fighter.
All right.
And Kevin is done with this story.
It's fun. It's cool though. It's a really cool picture.
No, it's great. It really looks like clay.
How do they keep it cold when they do that shit though? I guess in a freezer.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of cooling mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
Cold air.
Oh.
Ice.
This could be fake though.
How is it fake?
300. What does that equal to? Prager's doing the shit.
I'm trying to figure out. All I found is paper thickness is about 80 UM. That's what
Oh, paper thickness is 80 UM.
So
this
it's
is 300.
a lot thinner than paper.
Right. If we're going, right.
If we're going to measure it by paper, which we're not.
So,
if you want to check it out, it looks like a TIE Fighter, and also it looks a little bit like a dumbbell. Maybe it's got some sort of nuts and bolts look to it, some hair, but not a snowflake. Right. Not a snowflake.
And that is why we were reporting on it.
Does not look like a snowflake, which is odd because you think you'd zoom in and it would just look like smaller snowflakes.
But this is a classic example of why Dig has some awesome stories. It's like 2,290 people were like, fuck, that's weird, and just like dug the story.
Yeah.
Which is just awesome. All right.
I concur. Next story, not about a snowflake. Jack Black's anti-piracy PSA. 1,553 people dug the story submitted by Kaya Bradia.
We gotta play this for the people. They have to see it.
What?
Do you have it queued up?
Well, yeah. Why? Do you want me to play it right now?
Well, I mean, you can play it whenever, but.
I mean, do you want me to play it like when we're playing?
Yeah, because we'll roll it in the video. Here it goes.
Hi, I'm Jack Black. You probably know me from my movies and music. And that's why you'll understand why what I'm about to talk about is very important to me. Piracy. Look, super mega rock and roll gods and superstars are just regular dudes like you guys. We punch the clock, we put on the pants, and then we blow people's minds. That's how we make a living. And then these pirates come and they steal all our internets. I don't know how they do it. But these pirates can bust into our entertainers' homes, make us walk the plank, steal our rockin' tunes, and leave us broke. And you know what that means. No cash, no inspiration. No inspiration, no rocket sauce. No rocket sauce, no kick-ass rock and roll or movies. Is that what you want, Mr. Long John Silver? What's your parrot gonna listen to when you go toe-to-toe against the English Armada? Jazz? I don't think so. Don't be a douche. Stop piracy. This is Jack Black.
I love it. It's got the don't be a douche. Well, first off, awesome.
Yes.
Secondly,
you know he pirates. You think?
Probably. I can't imagine he doesn't.
Right.
I don't know that. That's not factual.
Well, you know someone that knows him though.
Yeah, I've actually met him.
Oh, that's right. Because through Liam.
Liam, our buddy Liam actually directed the movie that this is advertising, which is not a conflict of interest in any situation. But I actually went to the set and watched a couple, was there for, a couple hours or whatever, and met Jack and all that stuff. But it was, this is a great example of, because I think Rob Schraub maybe directed all their web vignettes. They did a bunch of web vignettes, which were like that, very sketchy kind of web stuff for the Tenacious D, the movie website. You know what I mean? What's wrong?
Okay.
You all right?
No,
you
keep
asked.
going. No, I'm listening.
You said, don't we know somebody?
No, I agree.
But it's hysterical. I'm sure Jack Black pirates stuff. I don't know anybody in the entertainment industry that doesn't pirate
Liam?
stuff. No, I think Liam pays for stuff, but he uses the fuck out of stuff. Like, he'll buy Final Cut Pro because he uses Final Cut Pro every day.
Well, see, I think that's important to do. Buy the shit that you use every day. Pirate the stuff that you use every once in a while.
Right. Like me. I pirated Final Cut Pro because I use it once in a blue moon. But also, I feel like it's hard. Piracy and me...
I know.
It's such a hard thing.
I know.
And you know what I mean? Because it's like there's a time and a place for it. But I also get it. No, but I get...
There's a time and a place
There
for
is
piracy.
a time and a place for piracy. When you're going to see a movie that you would never fucking pay for, just watch it. Who cares?
But you're going to see... You want to watch it.
No, you don't.
So
That's
you would
the
pay
point.
for it.
No, that's the point. You do not want to watch
So
it.
if someone was like, 50 cents to watch this movie.
I'd say, fuck you in the ass. I will watch it for free.
No, I'm saying, but given the option, wouldn't you rather give a little bit of money to people?
Nah. Well, maybe. But that option does not present itself. You know, maybe I am one of those pirates.
All of MP3.
Is that still up? Did
Yeah.
they get sued
Dude,
or something?
dude, they're doing some crazy shit now. Visa shut them down, so they can't take Visa cards anymore.
Oh, that's cool.
But they're giving away music now free. They're just like, hey, you're gonna fuck with us, we'll fuck with you. And now they're just giving the shit away.
All of MP3?
Well, not all of it, but part of MP3.
So part of MP3, huh?
And it's not a new domain name. It's still a new domain.
No, that was what we call a joke. Yeah. I'm actually excited. I've seen some rough edits of the Tenacious D movie.
Wasn't it done? It's coming out like in a
It's coming out
weeks.
in a couple weeks.
Borat.
Dude, Borat's gonna be great.
That's gonna be the best.
Borat's gonna be great. A friend of mine saw it and said it was awesome. Actually, Liam saw it and said it was awesome. Joshua Brentano, they saw it.
Oh, he saw it.
He said it was awesome. But I think I'm gonna say the Tenacious D movie is gonna rock better and harder and longer.
I want to check it out.
It's funny. I mean, some of the stuff, dude, it's fucking funny. But also go check out the Jack Black PSA.
Yes,
I
check
think
it
there's
out.
also
We dug it.
funny.
It's in our profile.
Booyah,
Next story: The Dark Side of Dim Mak, The Touch of Death.
Mock.
Mock. 9,240. No, shit. 924 people dug the story submitted by Fornetic. Dim Mak, or Death Touch, is training the attack of pressure points in some styles of Chinese martial arts to kill, incapacitate, or otherwise control a component. This was a video...
Opponent or component?
Opponent.
Okay.
This is a video of this guy from the UK, and he's like, okay, I'm going to go visit. There's this one guy in China that practices this shit, that teaches people how to do it.
Well, no. They said that only one person every generation learns it.
Right, so this guy gets
So there's only one guy that knows it.
That's I don't know about that.
Dude, Dimaka.
So anyway, they show this guy, and basically, he's doing a lot of quick hand movement shit, and he's kind of just twirling his arms and shit, but then he starts hitting people like little like with two fingers, and the dudes are dropping like rocks. And at first, you're kind of like, you look at their faces, and you think like, are they really in pain? You know, are they faking? Because it's his students, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, the instructor guy was like, he's like, I want to try it on you, to the guy that was presenting.
Yeah.
And he just nails the dude kind of with just two fingers, like right in the kind of the rib cage. Dude drops. He starts cussing. He's like, oh, fuck. It was pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
And then he chops you on the back, kind of like a
Karate chop.
Karate chop.
Kind of like what is that? Karate chop. Karate chop. Karate chop. Right.
He karate chops you on the back and it restores your chi. Otherwise, that dude would die. I don't know, some crazy shit, but it is interesting.
It's actually really funny because he said that what they can do is they can, depending on the pressure that they put on the pressure point, it will say where along the chain of meridians it will stop.
Right.
Because he was saying that he hit the guy and he was like, oh, fuck, you dickhead, what are you doing? And then he came back and he was like, where does it hurt? And he was like, kind of over in this area. And he was like, yeah, it's up the chain. I hit you with the pressure to make it hurt here.
Right, and then he chops
chop,
him.
chop, chop.
He's like, chop, chop. Then
And he's
back
like,
to health.
oh,
He's
this is
like,
great. I feel good. And somehow my breath is fresher. That's the power of chi.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it is
cool.
It's one of those things though you watch and you're just like, all right.
Do you know about pressure points?
Oh, yes. Watch this. Give me your hand, like you're shaking my hand.
Okay.
Watch this.
That's not a pressure point. That's bending
You feel
my
that?
thumb.
No, you feel.
Yeah, that's just bending my thumb. This is a pressure point. Give me your arm.
Don't do some shit.
Give me your arm. Watch this. Ready?
Wait. No.
No. Are you ready?
All right,
this is what a pressure point feels like. Ready?
Ah, fuck.
Right, you feel that?
Dude, give me your hand.
No, you're not going to squeeze my thumb. But that was a pressure point.
I was gonna show you some different shit.
But you feel how like instantly it was like, that fucking hurts. So that's what a pressure point is. But it's not comfortable. No. You know what I mean?
Nobody wants that done.
And to tell you the truth, this is about how hard I push on that pressure point. was like that.
Yeah.
Right, but it hurt.
Oh, dude, of course.
Because it's a pressure point. It's a bunch of nerves that are like, dude, fuck, don't push me.
Right.
But there's pressure points all up and down your ribs. I mean, the pressure points are like super fun when you know what you're doing. There's one right under here. It's a good one. You strike.
That's your lymph nodes.
No.
Have you ever felt those little balls underneath your chin? You're like, what the fuck are those?
I don't really remember them as
Everybody knows what I'm talking
testicles,
about, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
The lymphs.
If you put your chin down to you put your chin down like you're touching your chest, and then reach up underneath your chin and
I don't
push
feel
in.
testicles.
No, right here, right there. There's little balls. Those are your lymph nodes. They're little, and if you get sick, they'll swell up.
I remember that.
Yeah, you felt like little swelling nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not swollen nuts, but that's one of the things.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You've had that shit, right? Everybody wonders what the fuck those are.
Yeah. But that's the point. Is that all the pressure points in the meridians you can actually like chain depending upon where you strike. Supposedly, this is the whole dim mak philosophy.
How do you know so much about this shit? Well, you do kung fu shit.
Yeah, that's it.
I want to see you kung fu some shit.
Dude, yeah, I'll
Can you
show
break
after
boards?
this. Yes, I don't because it's sort of boring.
Bullshit, dude. Where's the board?
Okay, first off, most of the boards you see people breaking are like designed for martial arts expeditions. Expeditions? We're going to the mountain to break some boards, people. Take 12 boards. We're mounting an expedition to chop land. No. Those are most of those boards that people break. It's not like you can be like, here's a pressure-treated 2x4, and you're like, crank. Ow.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yes,
That's good.
it's fun. It's good times.
Cool.
Good times. Moving on, next story. More reasons to have sex. Like we need any more reasons. 1,509 people dug the story submitted by Senfo. Fans of abstinence have better be sitting down, saving yourself before the big game, the big business deal, the big hoedown, all right, or the big bake-off may indeed confer some moral benefit, but corporally it doesn't absolutely zip.
I haven't read this story. You gotta tell me what this is about.
This is awesome. Basically, we all know sex is good. Let's call a spade a spade. Sex equals good. But what these scientists have discovered is that there's a lot more benefits to having sex than most people realize.
Okay.
Some of them were actually quite shocking. Some were just titillating. Others were slightly aggravating.
Oh, by the way, there's a website dedicated to getting $5 million so you can have breast implants.
What?
You know, what? You know, we talked about getting those breast implants. You said you do it for $5 million.
And you said you would do it as well.
Right,
yes?
but somebody put like alexsbreastimplants.com.
Alex's breast.
Some shit like that. Don't do it now. I'll find the URL. But it's some shit like that, and they're all donations to get you breast implants. Anyway, keep going.
We'll see what
Keep
happens.
going. It just came up because you were talking about titillating.
That's why it came up. Can I have another beer, by the way?
Yeah. Here, can we get some?
Yeah. Somebody.
There you go.
So there's no evidence that it sharpens your competitive edge at all. The best that modern... Fucking fuck, I wasn't even... Barely even took the top off. I was like, why am I not drinking? They said confers immeasurable of physiological advantages. Okay, assuming that engaging in sex without contracting a sexual transmitted disease, which I love. It's like, there's so many benefits. Unless you get AIDS.
Right.
Then there are a lot of negatives to sex. But so assuming that no sexually transmitted disease comes by, look at this. Improved sense of smell. After sex, production of the hormones prolactin surges. This in turn causes the stem cells in the brain to develop new neurons in the brain's olfactory bulb, its smell center. So after sex, that's why it always smells so funky. It's no different. You can just smell better.
No, dude.
That's horrible. Next
your
one.
Poor girlfriend.
Next one. Reduced risk of heart disease. We all knew this because you're kind of getting in there and the heart's pumping and all that shit. So we're not even going to.
That makes sense.
Weight loss, overall fitness. Yeah, whatever. Reduces depression, of course, because if you're getting laid, you're not so depressed. Pain relief.
Pain relief.
Yes. So if you get a headache, fuck somebody.
That's bullshit.
No.
Oh, although.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Now what you're saying. Immediately before orgasm, levels of hormone OxyContin. OxyContin?
No,
that's a painkiller.
No. You're not reading that right. It's oxytocin. I'm serious. It's not Oxycontin.
Oxytocin.
There you go. How do you know that shit?
He has a lot of sex. The hormone oxytocin surges to 5 times its normal level. thus causing less pain. Less frequent colds and flus. That's why you've been so sick.
No, that's not true.
Just kidding. Anywho, better bladder control. That's good. Have you ever heard of Kegel exercises?
No. Oh, yeah, where you kind of have to squeeze your nuts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Just like squeeze, squeeze.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Squeeze, squeeze. Yeah.
They're like, they act like you're, what is it? You're supposed to act like you're what?
Squeezing your nutsack?
I'm asking Joey because he was on Unscrewed. You guys talked about this shit all the time.
You guys know about nutsacks.
I don't remember what it
Keep outside for women, though.
It is, but I think everybody has that muscle. Because
Yeah, that
it's
muscle.
the muscle that
Right,
protects
a little
your
muscle.
nutsack.
No.
It's a thing where, like, if somebody taps you on the nuts, it hurts real
Well, in
bad.
karate, don't they teach you to suck it up?
Yeah, they do teach you
I
to
think
suck
they
it
do,
up.
yes, and that's part of it. But basically, it says whether you know it or not, every time you stem your flow of urine, the same set of muscles is working during sex. So basically, you can hold that fucker all tight and not have to pee. Better teeth. Hello. Seminal plasma contains zinc. Jesus. A happier
more for the
prostate.
ladies.
I know, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, whiter teeth because I gave head 5 days ago.
Oh, Prager. No, that's not even funny.
That is not funny, but you said it and I laughed. So
No,
anyway,
we were talking
there's
about
a
a
lot
story.
of stuff. Happier prostate, people's prostates.
When
are
do you have
happier.
to start getting that checked out as a dude?
I think 40.
40? All right, cool.
I think 40.
We got some time then.
Yeah. Before
'Cause
we
I
need to
heard
be
that is
penetrated
a
by a doctor.
bitch.
Yeah, right.
People tell me like it's. I mean, as a dude, it's not comfortable.
I don't expect it to be. I actually need to get my colon checked out.
Really?
Yeah, my grandfather died of colon cancer.
Ooh, that's not good. When do you have to get
In the
that done?
colon. Oh, I think 40. I think at 40 I start to get. It's sort of like, well, you get your prostate checked out, you might as well check out the colon while you're down there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where's the? I guess
It's in the pooper.
Fair enough.
Where's the colon? Yes, right, in the pooper.
Great.
So it's the same sort of general area. So, if you guys were sort of going, sex, my girlfriend really wants it, but I'm, homosexual, I don't know, maybe I should wait. You know what I mean? Now's the time.
Although homosexual men still have sex.
That's true.
Yep.
That is true.
That is true.
Kevin, that is a true statement.
Well, you said, well, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah. I was sort of implying that like they were waiting because maybe they were confused about who they wanted to have sex with and that maybe they should just go and be happy. I'm a big fan of, dude, do what you got to do. Be happy. You know what I mean? Like, if you were like, dude, Alex...
Dude, I'm not going to be that way.
No, I know, but if you were, same like with me, and same the way I would wish you would be with me. Like, if you were like, dude, I got to
I'm like,
talk to you.
don't even go there, dude. Don't even go there.
All right, if Prager, if Joe, whoever, it doesn't matter, Jay, whatever. If somebody came to me and said, dude, I love you like a bro, I'm gay, I'd be like, you know what? Finally, you're happy. Go get some tail, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's nice.
So you can be comfortable if you need to say something.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
But also, sex is good.
Yeah, it's a good story. No, it is.
It's a good story. And let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsors.
I love how we're like, and sex is good. GoDaddy.
GoDaddy.com is also good. You think sex is good? Try GoDaddy.com's domain registration.
Come on,
create.
How can they be mad at that?
Create your mobile website using Website Tonight from GoDaddy.com. Easily create websites that are formatted specifically for wireless phones and PDAs, making them easy to load and navigate from your favorite mobile device. Also, .mobi domains are now available for general registration. And don't forget to enter the code DIG at checkout and save 10%. Some restrictions apply. See details.
That's all that's in red. And
Yeah.
Also restrictions apply. You see details. We had some GoDaddy people come out and visit us. Went out to lunch with a couple of GoDaddy folks.
We're going to see like all of the GoDaddy folks in a week.
Yeah, I know. We're going down there to do Mr. Parsons' show.
Yes.
Bob Parsons' show. We're going to be on this. We should mention if people want to come hang out.
Yeah, we were going to say, if you want, we don't know the area.
Well, wait, let's say the date. Let's get that out of the way.
November 1st.
So we'll be in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix?
Phoenix.
November 1st.
Yeah,
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale.
At GoDaddy's headquarters.
Yeah. Doing Bob Parsons' show.
Doing Bob Parsons' show, and he has a radio show.
And we're going to shoot a Diggnation from there.
Right.
From their studio or whatever.
Yeah,
over there.
And if the GoDaddy people hear this and want to come see us, like...
Yeah, if you work at GoDaddy,
yes.
we will be there shooting a show, so come watch.
Yeah, we'd love to show off some of the GoDaddy employees, or at least kind of just do a group shot or something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
So wear your GoDaddy shirts.
I'm sure they'll all have
or whatever. But also, actually, this is about the email. We should wait.
All right. Wait. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you do CashFly.
CashFly delivers your podcast, video blogs, and digital media from locations all over the world. So if you have popular content, you're going to need CashFly. And if you don't have popular content, well, then you don't need CashFly. What we mean by that is that every time you download an episode of Diggnation or any other Revision 3 show, other than the Flash stuff, are we allowed to say that? Yeah, I guess we're allowed to say that. Fuck, I just did.
Whatever. You know what? We did.
Well, we did because the Flash stuff is encoded differently. We do it differently. But you're doing it through CashFly. So they've been great for us as far as being able to, we've never crashed, never gone down. We do, over 1 million downloads a month through them, through our variety of different shows.
Well, I bet you we do more than that now.
Do we? Anyway, it's good stuff. Check out cashfly.com and get all the details there.
I zoned out for a second, but I'm back. Emails. Hey, guys, you mentioned doing GoDaddy. Wow, I did check out. Hey, guys, you mentioned going to GoDaddy.com.
Now you're saying it. You're reading the ad. Just read the email.
Hey, guys, you mentioned going to GoDaddy to be on the Bob Parson radio show and possibly picking a bar to hang out at. I would assume that you'll be flying out here to Arizona where GoDaddy is headquarters. Have I assumed correctly? I want to see how serious you guys are about hanging out while you were here. I'd love to meet you guys and both buy you guys a beer. Cool. And I'm sure a few other fans would love to do the same. Let me know. Thanks, fellas. Love the show. John from Phoenix, Arizona. So the thing we were saying was, we don't know the area at all in Phoenix or Scottsdale or wherever the hell we're going to be. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to the GoDaddy people and figure out where we're going to go after the Bob Parsons show. And then what we'll do is during the Bob Parsons live radio show on, I think it's called like Life On or Living On, Life Online with Bob Parsons, we will be basically saying where we're going to go afterwards. So if you're in the area and you want to come meet us, head down there, find some internet access, listen, and we will tell you where we were going to be. Is it online
show only, or is it on radio?
I think it's
as well?
online show only.
It's through Sirius, I think.
Sirius?
Oh, Sirius maybe?
XM, Sirius, internet, and MP3. So
okay, so XM or Sirius, you can listen to it.
Just type into lifeonline.com.
Lifeonline.com.
Check that out, and it'll be the 1st of November. We'll be down there. We're going to go to a bar, party, have a few drinks, and hang out. And so, no live Diggnation.
No.
But we'll be having drinks and just chilling with you guys. So whoever wants to come out, guys, girls,
other
small
rodents.
People.
And T-shirt picture, hello.
Yes, T-shirt picture of the day is, let me read the email first. Okay. It says, yo guys, first off, your show, flippin' awesome. Keep up the great work, but really do us fans a favor and buy extra tape so we can enjoy the show for an extra 30 minutes. We'd be really drunk and probably pass out by that point.
Yes, I can barely
if
keep
need
my
be, I'll
mind.
send you guys some. Okay, on to the picks. I am a... Go ahead and say that for me.
What?
I am a Surinamese citizen.
Surinamese?
He goes, I am a Surinamese citizen. Yes, Suriname is a country. What the hell is this country?
Suriname?
Is that Suriname?
Whatever, let's find out.
Suriname is a country studying electrical engineering in the Netherlands at the University of Tweedy. Fuck, I couldn't make this up, man. This is what he wrote, okay?
I think it's Tweety. It's Tweety.
For a project where I basically had to poke sand, a huge fan.
Thank you.
What can I say? Until I got specific sort photodiode I needed to work for in the University of Nanolab clean room. Fuck. Anyway, this is some shit.
Yeah. I love that words just start to be like, you know when it's a big word when it just starts going la 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 la.
All right. Okay, let me break it down for you. Okay, forget the email.
No, keep going, keep going.
All right. Having put on a Diggnation t-shirt for twice the price due to the shipping I had to pay.
That's fine.
I thought it would be awesome. That's fine. It's a different country.
Whatever, he paid for it. He got the shirt.
So the only place I managed to get a picture where you can actually see me sporting the Diggnation shirt was in the dressing room when he was putting on his lab coat. Basically, okay, forget this email. Listen, he's one of those Intel guys. He's one of those Intel guys that wears the suit. Like he just goes into the chip making rooms and he wears like the suit, like the white suit with the glasses.
Yeah.
And he like touches
like
things.
from that Postal Service video.
Right, exactly.
Or that Apple ad.
Right.
That was the Postal Service video.
Exactly. So what he did is he put on his Diggnation shirt and he pulled open his white
Superman
suit
type
to show. And this is a picture of him doing that. And his name is Bonnie. But he says,
Oh.
maybe it is a girl. No, it's a guy. I saw a picture. My bad.
That's awesome.
His name is Bond. Says, I go by Bonez. It says Bones. Bones. All right. He goes by Bones. He goes, when can I expect to
If we meet him, he has to be like, hi, I'm Bonez. No, don't call me Bones. I'm Bonez.
Okay.
I just love his body, and he goes by Bonez.
All right, that's it. Oh. He says, when can I expect a Diggnation in the Netherlands? I mean, Dutch beer is the best, and weed is legal. Need I say more? Well, we don't support or condone drugs, so we can't comment on that. But the beer sounds good.
Yes, and past the Dutchie on the left-hand side, I guess, is what it happens. We would love, we're really trying to get some international shit going on. You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
We do, aren't we?
What do we mean?
What do we mean? We're trying. We're just trying. It's hard because we got all this.
We
stuff
are going to
on in the
London.
States.
I know we've said it 1,000 times.
I know, a bazillion times.
But honest to God, like in January or February.
Not January. We're doing 2 live shows in January.
Where?
Well, we don't want to say them.
Can we at least say one of them? People want to know.
We're working on doing a live show from Macworld.
Oh, right.
And we're working on doing a live show from the Sundance Film Festival.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yes. So that's 2 fucking live shows in 1 month.
Right.
Going to London might be awkward.
Dude, I need a vacation. So seriously.
Let's go on vacation.
Like, well, let's do a live show around it. Like, let's end up in London. February. It's my 30th birthday, 21st.
January, February. Yeah, let's do it.
Is it?
For your 30th birthday. We'll do a combo with your 30th birthday. That'll be
do that.
rockin'.
All right, done.
Done.
All right.
Virgin.
Virgin?
Yeah, they'll fly us.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, they better fly us.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. That's it. If you want to check out any of the episodes that we dug throughout the week, I'm dig.com/user/Kevin Rose. And he's dig.com/user/Alex Albrecht.
That's correct. And you can also check out any of the stories we've covered on this episode of Diggnation or any of the previous 68 episodes of Diggnation at dig.com/users/Diggnation. If you want to send us pictures of yourself in clean suits and a Diggnation shirt, you can go ahead and send it to dignationfans@gmail.com. Also, I wanted to mention that if you go and check out Geekdrome, episode number 48, I'm guest hosting.
Awesome.
Along with my friend Jeff.
Very cool. Also, MySpace profiles, you want to add us as friends on MySpace,
Yes.
myspace.com/SimpleNation.
And myspace.com/DignnationAlex. That's it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. And now we leave you with dogs in Halloween costumes. Enjoy. That release. Well, you didn't want you hearing him pissing. You pissing? I do think.
I'd rather do it in the dog.
You can just grab up top and pull down. There you go.